Hello there everybody, Sam's Trains here, welcome back to the railway and welcome back to the model railway news for April. I'm coming at you with all of the latest model railway news from the past month, and as usual at the moment, this is a bumper episode. We've got 2 new locomotives announced, 2 steam locomotives at that, so that is something I'm really looking forward to. New wagons, new coaches, and quite a bit of progress to show on previously announced models. So let's jump straight in with Accurascale, who have announced one of those 2 new locos I mentioned. And it's quite a surprising announcement, a very obscure locomotive and a tank engine at that, which will make it Accurascale's first ever tank engine. This locomotive is known as the Buck Jumper, or more formally the J67, J68 and J69 from the Great Eastern Railway. And Accurascale have jumped straight in with this one by sharing some of the specs with us, and the specs seem to be absolutely mind-blowing. So this tiny little tank engine is going to have a die-cast boiler and chassis for extra weight. It's going to have fully fitted brake rigging right out of the box, a fully detailed cab with a sliding air vent and also firebox LEDs. It's going to have brass whistles and safety valves, twin sugar cube speakers inside, and a powerful cordless motor. This thing sounds absolutely awesome. Cannot wait to see a tank engine, a pre-grouping tank engine, produced to Accurascale's exacting standards. That is just going to be awesome, isn't it? They're starting off with 5 models to begin with, including, of course, the lovely Great Eastern blue livery. They've also got an LNER black, which I think looks very, very smart indeed. You've got a BR black and this very strange looking BR dark blue. Now this one is interesting to me. It's exclusive to Accurascale, so if you want this one, you do have to buy it directly from Accurascale. But what a livery that is. I absolutely love the look of that. And they're not that far away either. They've slated the delivery for Q2 of 2024, so that's a year or less. Obviously these things can change and they may not turn up quite as soon as that, but only about a year to wait, which is good. And the other bit of good news is the price. Obviously this is a very high spec loco by the sound of it, but the price seems very reasonable. So the price is £139.99 each. That's for the DCC ready version. And this will be one of the highest spec tank engines on the market, full stop, going by what Accurascale have advertised. And yet it's still got a very reasonable price. How very impressive is that? So there you go, that is the Buck Jumper. Stay tuned for more updates. Hopefully we will see more on this project as the months go on. And I just cannot wait to get one of these things in my hands. I might have to reinforce my wrists for all of that weight, but that's exciting. Next up then, Rapido are the other manufacturer to have announced a new locomotive over the past month, and again this seems like a very obscure prototype, but again one that I'm very much looking forward to. So this time it's the Metropolitan Railway E, more specifically number 1, which was an 044 tank engine. And this loco in real life is celebrating its 125th anniversary at the moment, and it was also one of the locomotives to run on the London Underground, obviously before the locos that we see down there today, which are electrics. So a real historic locomotive this time, and one that is really, really exciting to see in 00 scale. So there are 4 models to choose from this time. There's not as much info or specs announced for this loco yet, but we do know that these are going to be released in the lovely London Transport livery, as you'd fully expect. They've said that they're using a mixture of die-cast and injection moulded plastic. It's not clear which parts are made of which yet, but hopefully Rapido will make this a decently heavy loco, like Accurascale are doing. And they're similarly vague about the mechanism. They've just stated that it's going to have a high-quality motor and mechanism. As you'd expect for a slightly larger tank engine this time, the price is a little bit higher with an RRP of £179.95, but of course Rapido's prices are higher than you would find at the retailers, where you can pick these up for £153. So ultimately, if you buy it from a retailer, only a little bit more expensive than Accurascale's new offering, which of course makes sense because this is a slightly larger tank engine. So assuming that Rapido are going to match Accurascale's tank engine in terms of quality and features, then this too could be a very good value locomotive. They seem to have an engineering prototype ready to go. It looks quite rough and ready, but it does seem to have a ton of detail to it, as you can see, so it gives you some idea of what these models will be like. And looking at the boiler in this shot, looks like it's made of a different material to the rest. Maybe that is metal, maybe that means the boiler is going to be die-cast. Fingers crossed on that one. If you'd like to place a pre-order for one of these gorgeous tank engines, I have included some affiliate links down in the description for you. But that's not all from Rapido, because they've also announced some new wagons. First of all, you've got these, the new range of 00 Iron Mink wagons in quite a lot of different liveries and brands. These are pretty pricey, as you'd probably expect from Rapido, and at the retailers they come in at the typical Rapido small wagon price of £28.50, so pretty pricey, but we do know that Rapido's rolling stock tends to be quite high quality, so hopefully these models will be as well. They've also announced a load of new open wagons as well, more specifically the RCH 1907 5 and 7 plank wagons, this time with no less than 34 different versions of the models to choose from in tons of different liveries as well. Again though, these are coming in at the same price at the retailers, £28.50. Now, like most of what Rapido produces, I am sure that these open wagons will be high quality. But I think these are a hard sale at nearly £30, particularly when Oxford Rail produced some very, very lovely open wagons, again in a variety of different liveries, and these things are still available for £9.50 today. That's around 1/3 of the price. Now, maybe Rapido's new wagons will have more features than those Oxford ones, but is that what people are asking for, and are people willing to pay 3 times as much to get those features? I'm not too convinced about that. I would personally, and I'm only talking about me here, I would rather spend £10 to £20 on a wagon and be able to afford more of them than to spend £30 on one of those basic open wagons and have a load of extra features which are not really necessary. Even Hornby's 7-plank private open wagons are less than £20 at the retailers, and frankly, having seen these models, I would have said that these are all we need in terms of quality and features and details. Do you think we need these new wagons? Do you think the extra detail that we may or may not be getting is going to be worth the money? Do comment down below, let me know. Up next, Heljan have revealed some decorated samples of their new and improved Class 02 Tango locomotives. They say that the improvements consist of an expansion of the tooling, which will allow them to cover more variants of the Loco in real life. They say they've improved the running gear. I assume this is a cosmetic improvement rather than some sort of internal mechanical improvement. I think it's going to be the actual valve gear on the outside of the Loco, but still that could have done with some improving. They say that they're improving the couplings, the handrails, that's a big one. The handrails are an absolute nightmare on my O2, always sliding out of position. Hopefully that is going to be a well worthwhile upgrade. And they've got 13 new versions of the model on the way. You've got a fairly standard looking British Railways black Loco, but also this very elegantly lined LNER black. I quite like the look of that one actually. The lining does a lot for this Loco, I think. And then there's the showstopper, there's the one that's really going to turn heads, and that is of course this one, the Great Northern Grey. The samples though still show brightly shining axles, which I think are a little bit distracting and toy-like. But besides that, they do look good, and hey, hopefully they will fix the issue with those axles as well. The price is quite expensive though, £186.15 at the retailers. I do think this will be a hard sale, given that in the past the retailers were really struggling to shift these Locos and they reduced them down to very low prices. I didn't pay very much at all for mine. Are people really going to want to spend all of this on an upgraded version of what used to be a very disappointing model? Well, they might be worth it this time around, and if you'd like to place a pre-order, affiliate links in the description for you. Next up then, we have another brand new announcement from Dapol, and Dapol are announcing some fantastic stuff at the moment, and this month is no exception. So Dapol have announced a new Churchward auto coach in 00 scale. Now this is of particular interest to me because last year I took a look at a Bachmann auto coach and I felt that this thing was a complete rip-off. It had an RRP of £79.95 and I was not very impressed with this. I felt that it had a real lack of features, a real lack of quality, no lighting or anything like that, which was inexcusable for such an expensive model. Now, the RRP for Dapol's new auto coach is within 5p of Bachmann's. So the RRP is £80. Let's see what features Dapol have promised for basically the same amount of money. Well, they're saying that their auto coach is going to have working interior lights, it's going to have sprung metal buffers, it's also going to have a removable roof for easy access to the interior, and speaking of the interior, you can see that they've spec'd out a massive amount of interior detail. Hopefully all of this will be painted up as well so that it looks really, really impressive. So it seems that Dapol have been able to promise an awful lot more features than Bachmann delivered on an auto coach for the same price, which is just what I like to see, and I can't wait until those things come out. As you can see, the CAD designs are complete, and Dapol say that currently this is moving into tooling, and now they have to wait for those first shots to arrive. That's the next step, and fingers crossed when they get those first shots they will share some photos with us. These things start at £68 at the retailers, lots of different options. You can get them DCC and I think sound fitted as well. So do check them out if you're interested, affiliate links down below. Last month I shared the newly announced Flying Scotsman models with you that Marklin and Trix are producing in HO scale. Well, this month a new engineering prototype for this loco has been revealed. Now, last month I thought the images that they showed to start with were decorated samples, but I guess if they're now showing an engineering sample, we can deduce that those were just renders. Well, the engineering prototype that we can see now makes the model look a little bit more refined. That pipework, for instance, looks a lot finer around the front end, although very noticeably the wheels and the valve gear still look awfully chunky. I think though things change so much during the production of a loco that it's too early to say what this model will be like. I can say hopefully those wheels and the valve gear will be improved on a £500 loco because they look a lot worse than Hornby's, frankly, and you can buy a Hornby Scotsman for much less. So hard to say what this loco is going to turn out like. I'm a little bit less dubious about it now that I've seen the engineering sample and it looks a bit more refined. But I would say they've still got a good long way to go, and hopefully they know that and they're still working on this stuff. At no point have they said this is how the model is going to look, so hopefully that is not the case. Stay tuned. If I see any more updates on this, I'll be sure to pass them on. Finally then, let's take a look at Hornby and some of the updates they have shared. So the first thing is that they've revealed some sample images of their new 00 scale TTA wagon. Now, the TTA has been in Hornby's range for many years. It's a tanker, and many of you will have seen this. Very difficult to exist in this hobby, having never come across one of these. And as you know, these things are incredibly basic. The level of detail is low. They've got big chunky couplings, yada, yada, yada. Well, obviously this year Hornby announced a brand new tooled version of the TTA wagon, and that's what we're looking at today. So you can see engineering samples here. You can see immediately how much more refined these models are. Even seeing a TTA tanker, I think I've said this before, even seeing one of these with finer NEM couplings on it is a little bit mind-blowing to me. But you can also see that they've got lots of etched metal detailing on them. The ladders and all the walkways on the top look awesome. Significantly improved underframe compared with the original, and the detail down on the bottom is absolutely unbelievable. They even say that these models are going to have sprung buffers. A frivolous feature, but an awesome feature in my opinion. And they've gone a step further. They've even got decorated samples of these things to show. One here on a layout looks absolutely fantastic, I think. What an incredibly sharp application of livery as well. Complete departure from the old version. And here's another one. Yeah, these things look fantastic. And so they should. Obviously these things come at a price, £31.49 at the retailers. But obviously, as I always say, High prices are okay as long as the models reflect them, and in this case I think the models very much do. So I'm actually looking forward to this thing. It's going to be great to have a fully detailed, modern and refined TTA. Finally, the new Hornby HMDCC or HM7000 system is out now. Now, in my review, I had issues with this product. The decoders were too large to fit into basically any of the Locos I tried, and some people tried to say that that was my fault. Oh, why are you trying Bachmann Locos with a Hornby decoder? Well, obviously that is nonsense. Hornby claimed that those decoders were NMRA compliant right there on the front of the box, and the NMRA specifies dimensions for their decoders, and these decoders from Hornby were outside of that spec. In other words, these standards mean that you can put any decoder that claims to adhere to those standards into any Loco that claims to support those standards, and it will fit and it will work. Hornby's didn't. That is unfortunate. The blowing out issue, though, doesn't seem to be that widespread. I've had a few comments from people saying their decoders failed and they've gone back, but that's to be expected. It doesn't seem like all of these decoders, or even most of these decoders, are having that problem. And of course, if you do get a decoder that is faulty within an unreasonable amount of time, your rights are to have that thing replaced or returned for a refund. So I don't think really that's any cause for not investing in this system if it's something you're interested in. And to be fair, it did work very well when I tried it out. So if you're interested in that, check out my video. For now though, thank you so much for watching. That is the model railway news for April, and as you can tell, yet again, I was not lying. Loads of stuff to see. Excited for the new Locos, excited for the new wagons, and those auto coaches from Dapol look just the job, don't they? So thanks again for watching. I'll be back next month with more news and updates, hopefully. And until then, you take care, and I will see you very soon. All right, cheers folks, take care.